Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. Sign up for a 1-week free trial, no credit card required, for access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Looking at PCLN NVDA TSLA NFLX CMG daily weekly time frame. So PCLN has a little double top at 1854 and 1854, and the day before it was 1852. So the bulls have to get over that level. We have our low, high of the bounce, higher low, and we're not able to get that higher high right now. So we still have a tightening range. The must hold support is 1806. The must break resistance after 1854 is 1867. That's what the bulls need to do in order to see follow through, because they certainly right now are not seeing that follow through after that bounce and the higher low was established. So the weekly time frame did not confirm the bullish reversal candlestick from last week. We have an inside candlestick that we can be watching, and that's that range 1806 and 1854 to be watching this coming week to see which direction we get an inside bar bull break. We've had some indecision in the market as a whole the last 3 days, and that is leading to indecision in PCLN without the ability to follow through. We did close near the low of the day, so that is bearish momentum heading into next week. NVDA also a bearish break from multiple tightening ranges, and this was a clear bear break over the lows of the last 3 days down to the low of the week. Support is 162.26, followed by 162, make that the 50-day moving average, which is going to be in the low 162s. So we're close to losing this higher low pattern, which has been in play now for the past month, and that would definitely shift momentum. The weekly time frame is still strong. It's an inside bar on the weekly. We are still holding exponential support, but we have to see the bulls maintain this weekly support, because if we start to take out these daily higher lows, we're going to be looking down at 157.23 and 152.78 if we start to lose the 50-day support, lose these higher lows with the inability of getting a new all-time high. We came fairly close to that all-time high, and the last thing that the bulls want to see is a break of these supports in the low 160s after the inability to get that new all-time high. Tesla also seeing a bearish day and an end of the week that favored the bears. And the correlation between Tesla and NVDA is absolutely there and worth paying attention to. And we're close here, too, to losing the higher low pattern. 341.56, 338.75 are the next two support levels. And we're rejecting from the middle Bollinger Band daily resistance the last 4 days, unable to get over that level. So the bears are in control of Tesla, and we have to see they're in control in the short term, the last week. But in terms of the daily chart overall, we do still have higher lows that we are clinging on to, and this middle Bollinger Band on the weekly is very important to me. If we lose that level, that will be notable after we have held it the last 6 times that it has been tested. So very key support for Tesla being tested yet again, inside bar on the weekly time frame to be watching next week. Netflix bulls, very strong on the week overall, but closing at the low of the day with a bearish end of the week. Resistance 180.35 and 180.39, and support, in order to maintain the higher lows on the daily, 172.44 needs to hold for these bulls. So that's a key level this coming week. The upper Bollinger Band is ascending to create some room to the upside. The weekly time frame did confirm the bullish reversal candlestick with follow-through. We have our low, all-time high, higher low, perhaps 180.39 is our lower high. The range on the weekly to be watching is 164.23 and 180.39, our recent low and our top of last week. So the Netflix bulls overall are still in control, but they must hold 172.44 for that to be convincing. CMG on the daily time frame is weak as well. Breakdown on bearish downgrade news, gap down and a close at the low of the day. Very little support, 300 and 296 before we see another leg to the downside. We have not hit these prices below 296 in about 4 or 5 years. So it's very notable weakness, and we'll just be looking in $10 increments. After 296, we're looking at 290, then 280, so on and so forth. On the weekly time frame, we can see that we are still oversold after a bear flag, a back test and rejection from exponential resistance before another dump. And if we do lose this 296 level, we could see another quick flush to the downside. The bears are in full control of CMG after a short-term bounce attempt cooled off the daily oversold RSI levels. So a weak end of the week for a lot of these names. Inside bars on multiple weekly time frames to be watching. We'll check back in on Monday. See you then.